This is again, a friend of mine asked me to clean out the checkering. It's all filled with finish. It's almost flush. You can't really follow it with the cutter because there's no groove to follow. So what I do is I run this around about 4 thicknesses thick, and then when I cut individual lines, I put 2 thicknesses of this tape. This is 1/4 inch masking tape, so that this edge is right down the center of the dark line. And then I take my single cutter Dembart coarse, and you can follow right along the edge of that tape real nice, and I get the groove started. I don't cut it very deep, just try to get it all the way. I turn it around and come the other direction to finish off this side, and then I pull the tape up and I move over to the next line. And it's kind of time consuming, I guess you could say, but when I cut all the lines, I don't know if you can tell from this side, I just followed the old ones. This still needs more work. I have to cut the lines deeper to get the diamonds. You can see some dark spots where I haven't cut very deep yet, but I was able to follow the old lines almost exactly, and it sure made the job a lot easier for me than trying to stay in the middle of the dark line, or where the groove should be, clean out that stuff. The tape just made it really easy. And I have this tape around the boundary I talked about in my first little video. I can run right up when I'm doing the multiple passes. You have to go over these lines over and over again to get it deep in them, but I can dig my single cutter right in, butt it right up against to the tape, and then when I'm finished cutting the diamonds, I go right around the edge with my coarse and then follow it with a fine, and I cut the boundary, and that way I don't get any nicks and go into the gunstock and nick it. See, this is going to be tougher because these are really filled up. Anyway, that's about all I know about that subject, and I don't claim to be an expert at doing this. I'm kind of a beginner, but this really works out good.